Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope that you have visited me before and watched my first episode. This is going to be the second episode in my Retail Tycoon 2 tutorial in Roblox. And let's go ahead and get started, and I'll tell you what I plan to do today. So I'm going to click on Retail Tycoon. We went over this before. Click the green arrow and join. And again, I'm still filming on my phone, so apologies in advance for any quality issues. It's the best I've got. We're letting it load. And there we go. Now I've got several stores that I've played on my own previously, but the one we're going to choose is Nanistan 9's new store. That's the one I worked on the previous episode. So go ahead and click on that and load that. And again, as I talked about in the first episode, we're going to go ahead and claim a piece of land. I just want to see what's available. All right, I like being at the corner just because it's central to everything, so I'm going to go ahead and claim this piece of land. And here's my store. In the first episode, I went ahead and customized the store to suit me. I chose purple as the color. I made the musical selection of no music, just for the tutorial purposes. And if you don't know how to do that, you can check out my other episode for tips and tricks. I hired a cashier, got him a cash register station, and I got one shelf and a few products on it. So what we're going to do today, I'm going to buy a different type of shelf and install it, buy a different product. Once we have that going, I'm going to expand my store a little, and I'll show you how to do that, how to put up some walls, put some flooring on, that kind of thing. But first I want to just get another shelf. Oh, lots of customers. And as I talked about in the first episode, you can click on each customer to see what they want, what you might not have. So some of them are looking for soup, some of them are looking for beans and things I don't have yet. But what we're going to do today is get a second type of shelf. So up in the right hand corner, I'm going to click the little hammer for tools. I'm going to use my finger to slide forward so I can see the interior of my store. At the bottom, I'm going to click on the fifth symbol, which shows shelves, and I'm going to buy a cooler. So the third one, or freezer, so the third one there. And it's appeared on screen. And as I mentioned in the previous episode, sometimes Roblox has a little glitch where you can't immediately place the shelf where you want it. You just have to kind of accept where it'll take it, move it around, and you got to make sure those green arrows are green. See, if I move this forward, it turns red. That's because then customers have no access because the cashier's in the way. So I'm going to try and place it back here, and it let me place it right where I wanted it. Now, for the product, I'm going to go ahead and click on the open looking box because that's where we can purchase a product. And I'm going to see what items can go in the freezer. So if we look, clicked on cold food, and if we look over here, steaks, nope, they go in a different thing. Ah, there we go, milk, that can go in there. Eggs will go in an additional different shelf. So what we'll do today is we'll buy 20 cold food items for $300. Actually, I'm going to click the instant delivery so I don't have to go and pick up the items from the supply dock, because that takes forever, and I'm not very good, as I've mentioned before. I'm not very good at driving the truck there and back, so I'm just going to have it instantly delivered, and that adds a little price. It's now $375 for 20. But I'm going to go ahead and purchase that, close that box, and then this shelf looking symbol up here in the right hand corner, touch that. It gives you a menu at the bottom of items, and since I know that milk can go in this type of shelf, I'm going to touch the milk, highlight it, and then touch the shelf, and it'll fill with milk. Oh, and look at that. It looks like I've sold all my soup. So as long as I'm in here, I may as well buy some more soup. I'm going to touch the open box again. Canned food. I'll buy 20 for $250. And I'm going to do the same thing. Touch the shelf looking symbol, find the soup, and touch the shelf and it fills it. Cool. So now we're selling some milk and soup, some basics. It's not everything the customers want, but it gets us there. Okay, so as you can see at the top of the screen, I have $2,000. I want to expand my store a little, give me some more room to add more shelves. So what I'm going to do is that tool symbol again, the hammer. You go ahead and touch that. And in the menu along the bottom, there are different, that's flooring. The second one is walls. We've got regular wall, we've got a ledge, a low divider, upper divider, a picture window, more doors, and all that kind of things. I just want basic wall, so I'm going to go ahead and touch it. And I'm going to use my finger. Oh, we can see the box. I'm going to use my finger to slide that forward. And everywhere that you see the grid, the square grid, you own that property and you can put anything you want there. The green highlighted larger squares outside, those are additional land that you have to purchase. But I own this land, so I'm going to use 2 fingers and just twist the thing so I can see a little better. I'm going to drag the wall over here where I want it, and I can use that blue arrow to turn it the way I want. And I like that placement, so I'm going to hit the green arrow, and there, I've got another wall. Then you can just slide over another spot and another spot. And I think for now we're only going to expand back 3 because I don't have a lot of money. I'm going to turn the screen again, drag that over, turn it, place it, and you can see it deducts $200 each time. Place it, and that's about as big as I'm going to want this space. I'd love to expand further, but I've got to watch my money. So I'm going to turn and just finish filling in that area. Drag the wall over and turn it, place it. Okay, so I have expanded my store. Now in order to open up the space between, we want to get rid of that wall that was already there. So in the same bar, there's a red trash can looking thing above your menu of construction items. So I'm going to touch that. And you just touch an item to highlight it, tap on the trash can, and it gets rid of it. Tap on it again, and you do get credited money back for anything you destroy. And those are gone. Now, I don't want to accidentally delete anything else, so I'm going to go ahead and close this box. And there, as you can see, now I can run into this space. I don't have any flooring in there yet. As long as it's grass, customers will walk on grass, but there are no items in there, so they probably won't go back into that area. I'm going to go ahead and purchase a few more items. It looks like I'm already out of milk. Just got one milk left, so I'm going to go ahead and purchase some more of that. So the open looking box, cold food, I'm going to buy 20, and I'm going to restock. I could hire a restocker who would automatically do it for me at this point, but I don't want to spend the money yet. So I'm going to touch that shelf looking symbol and touch the milk in the menu and the shelf, and it'll refill. All right, so now we're going to put some floor down. Back over to this empty space, and again it's in the tools, the handy tool, and the very first little symbol at the bottom is flooring. There's grass, which we already have, asphalt, which we would do for a parking lot, roofing, concrete, tile, carpet, wood, stone, marble, and glass. I don't need anything expensive. Oops, hang on. All right, sorry about that. Internet's going in and out today, and I don't know why, but it's back. So I'm back. As I was saying, I don't need anything expensive for this store, and I don't want to spend a lot of money, so I'm going to go ahead and select concrete. And as you can see, just like the shelves, just like the walls, it pops up on screen, and you just drag it with your finger to place it where you want it. Touch the green, whoops, touch the green button, or green hammer, and it places concrete. All right, so now we've got our floor. And then one more thing, we're gonna go ahead and put a roof on it so we don't get, I don't know, bugs, rain. I don't know if that happens in Roblox, but we don't want that to happen. So we're gonna go ahead and buy roofing. Now, in order to do that, I can only place floors when I'm at this level, but if you'll see on the very right-hand side of the screen, there's some arrows, one pointing up, one pointing down. This is floor 1. If you touch that arrow and go up to floor 2, then all of a sudden you are able to place items on what would be the floor level of the second floor. But I want to put a ceiling, so I'm going to go ahead and touch the ceiling tile. As you can see, ceiling is very reasonably priced, just $10 a square. And I'm going to do the exact same thing I did for the floor. And just put each ceiling tile down. And then one last thing, we're going to want some lights in this new part so it's not too dark. So third symbol over is lighting. I'm just going to go with the basic round light that'll cover a lot of territory. And because I want this on the first floor, I'm going to go ahead and touch the arrows over on the right hand side. Go back down to the first floor. Drag the light to the center that shows where it'll be illuminated. Touch the hammer symbol, and there now I've got lighting. Close that out and just run into it, and there we have an expansion to the store. And I'm just going to check one last time to see what products I have. Here we go again. All right, hold on just a moment. All right, I apologize for that. I'm in a fairly rural area. Sometimes the internet is not reliable, so I just have to be patient till it comes back up. And anyhow, that's everything I wanted to show you today. Before I leave, I'm going to buy a little bit more canned food because that soup is selling. So I'm going to buy, I have to click the instant delivery button again so I don't have to drive and get it. I'm going to buy 20 cans for $250, and I'm going to restock the shelf. Drag it forward. And there we go. I hope that was helpful. Not too much information today, but a little bit to help you start building and expanding your store. And if you enjoyed this video, I hope you'll like it. Hope you'll subscribe and come back because we'll be doing a lot more building in the future. And I'd love to have you come back. Bye!